McAfee, our guest, is our director. Nick Spiliotis on camera, and Don Murphy on camera. We're at the Salem High School Fieldhouse, where Peabody High School, undefeated 10, is 4-0, play the Salem High School Witches. At a capacity crowd here at the Salem High School Fieldhouse, a real big crowd. A great holiday doubleheader where the girls defeated Salem, and now this is the boys. And McAfee against Waterman jumping, and there's the tap right away to number 13, Lopez for Salem. Lopez driving to the basket, stops, and intercepted by Teddy Bettencourt. Bettencourt with the ball. Mendonca to Rick Sweeney. Rick Sweeney driving to the basket. He's going to be fouled by number 44.
Foul on Juan Lopez.
The foul was on Lopez. Teddy Bettencourt needs 2 points for 1,000 points. And he traveled, Rick Sweeney. Try and get the starting lineup. Bettencourt, McAfee, Mendonca, Jose Silva, and Rick Sweeney. From the outside for a three-pointer, and it's good. Zarowski for the first shot of the ball game for Salem, and it's a three-pointer. Bettencourt with the ball to Rick Sweeney. Sweeney to Mendonca. Mendonca to Bettencourt. Bettencourt, and he's going to be fouled.
Foul on number 10.
And the foul is on number 10.
At the line for 2 shots.
Zeba Zarowski on the foul. Bettencourt at the foul line for Peabody. I'd like to thank Warner Cable for supplying the feed tonight. We have 4 cameras for this particular game, and instant replay also. The first shot is missed by Teddy Bettencourt. And the second one is also in and out. And Lopez from the three-pointer. So it's 2 3-pointers for Salem, and they jump off to a quick 6-0 lead. Jonathan Gerson in the ball game for Peabody, number 30. And the ball into McAfee, and McAfee tries and stuff it, and it's batted away out of bounds by Salem. Waterman on that block shot by McAfee. And there's Teddy Bettencourt. It hits the side of the backboard and off. And Salem quickly comes down with the ball. Lopez. And it's broken up and stolen, but he's out of bounds. Brian Mendonca. And from the outside, and it's good. Another three-pointer by Lopez. So Salem, 3 shots, 3 3-pointers, jumps out to a 9-0 lead. Teddy Bettencourt for 3, and it's off the rim and no good. Then Salem Lopez comes up with the rebound. Zarowski to Lopez. Lopez back to James Penn. And there's another 3-pointer, and it's good. Zarowski, number 10. 12-0, Salem run. Rick Sweeney drives to the basket, and he's fouled, and it's good. So Peabody with 12 minutes and 59 seconds Trails 12-0.
Foul on 44, Frank Waterman.
Frank Waterman on the foul. That's his first foul. And Brian Mendonca comes out of the ball game, and Jose Silva checks in. Rick Sweeney. And he foul line violation by Waterman stepping over the line before the ball left Rick Sweeney's hand. So Rick will get another shot at the basket. And it looks like another foul line violation. And once again, Salem on the foul line violation. Rick Sweeney gets another shot. This is his third shot to get a point. James Penn stepped over the line. And he also misses this one. And number 42 for Salem, Jamie Galavis, comes down with the rebound. And there's a nice shot by Jose Silva. Gets the rebound. Rick Sweeney. And up and in. Peabody trying to get back in the ball game. Trails 12-4. And the ball is blocked and taken away. Teddy Bettencourt slows it down. Rick Sweeney. Swish for three. So Peabody right back in the ball game now, 12-7. And the ball is tipped out by Rick Sweeney. Lopez brings the ball in for Salem to James Penn. Penn. Zarowski way deep. And Penn. And there's another three-pointer by Lopez, and they can't leave him wide open. So some deadly shooting by the Salem High School Witches from the outside. 4 3-pointers. 5 3-pointers for all their points. And the foul will be on number 23, Rick Sweeney. And Salem will take the ball out of bounds. Way over to Waterman. Waterman quickly to Penn. Penn with the ball. And Lopez gets the ball batted down, but Penn comes up with the loose ball. Zarowski for three once again, and off the rim this time. And all over. Wow. Teddy Bettencourt is getting clobbered under that basket and no call. Jose Silva with to Rick Sweeney. Rick Sweeney, double team underneath the Jose Silva. And Salem steals the ball. Penn brings the ball across into Lopez, back to Penn. Penn to Zarowski. Zarowski way too deep for a three-pointer. To Galavis. Galavis back to Penn. Penn in the middle to Waterman. Waterman a turnaround in. So Salem pulling away to a 19-7 lead. 10 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half. A technical foul on number 44, Frank Waterman. Teddy Bettencourt will take the shot. And he misses it. And this is unusual for Teddy Bettencourt to come up empty on the foul line. And he gets it. Okay, like Jan said, one more point for Teddy Bettencourt and it'll be 1,000 points. And I guess he would like to get by that milestone. And he gets it from Teddy Bettencourt.
Teddy Bettencourt has scored 1,030 points.
So there's a good close-up of Teddy Bettencourt getting 1,000 points for Peabody High School. And a real good round of applause by both sides, Peabody fans and Salem fans. And maybe, I don't know if we should say it a little bit, but right now he's going over to his parents, his mother and his father across the way. And the sad part of today was that Teddy Bettencourt's grandfather passed away. So with 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half, Peabody trails 19-10. There's a good picture of Mr. and Mrs. Bettencourt. Salem, and the ball is stolen by Silva, and Silva comes up with the ball. The speedy hands of Jose Silva. And that's an air ball by Brian Mendoncan. Peabody's been a little bit cool on the shooting, where Salem has been red hot, particularly on the three-pointers. And Lopez back to Zawalski. Zawalski to Penn. Penn fakes. Salem working the ball around the perimeter very nicely. Zawalski. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Rick Sweeney. Lopez to Penn. Penn covered by Jose Silva to Zawalski. Zawalski. Lopez a three-pointer once again off the rim, and this time it's up and in by number 21. Tyson Winton. And the foul will be on Winton. And Rick Sweeney on the foul line. He just about knew it as he looked down. Salem bringing the ball in. Zawalski with the ball. Peabody sets up in his zone. Cross court to Penn. Penn for a three-pointer. Off the rim, and Waterman down with the rebound, and he misses. And here comes Rick Sweeney with the ball. And a collision under that basket, and Jose Silva comes up empty. And he traveled with the ball, Penn. Rick Sweeney to Teddy Bettencourt. Rick Sweeney. And Peabody's shots are not falling for them early in the ball game as they trail by 11 points. Here comes Lopez. Back to Zarowski. Zarowski into Waterman. Waterman off the rim, and it'd be White's ball, Salem's ball, as Jose Silva, a desperate attempt to keep the ball in bounds and off a Salem player. There's the ball. This should be a breakaway for Jose Silva. Gives it to Steve McAfee on the dunk.
Foul on number 12, at Bettencourt.
That's Teddy Bettencourt's first foul as he almost come up with the steal on the foul. Waterman bounces the ball and in. Frank Waterman. 23-12. Peabody trails. 7 minutes left in the first half. Teddy Bettencourt. Salem playing a tough in deep. Here's Teddy Bettencourt for three. And swish. Zarowski comes out. Number 23 for Salem is into the ball game. Matarakis, Tony Matarakis, a junior. Teddy Bettencourt comes up with the steal, and it's intercepted. He had Jose Silva wide open underneath, but couldn't get the ball to him. Here's Lopez with a three-pointer, and it swishes. Lopez cannot miss. All three-pointers. 26-15. Salem leads. Teddy Bettencourt for three, and he misses everything. And there's Penn with a Waterman gets the rebound up and in. So Peabody getting hurt on the outside, getting hurt underneath. And Jose Silva. Peabody working the ball nicely that time. And the ball is kicked out of bounds by Steve McAfee.
Number 42, Jamie Galaris. Number 10, Jeremy Picard.
And the starting lineup comes back in for Salem, Zarowski and Galaris. Mike Simeone comes in for Peabody. Salem takes a timeout. So with the score, 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first half. Salem 28, Peabody 17. Lucis Osmo, Jancis Osmo. Nick Spiliotis, Don Murphy on cameras. Effie Argettis, our director. Game being brought to you by Cablevision Peabody Linfield. In conjunction with a hookup we have from Warner of Salem. Well, Jan, so far the only good thing out of this ball game was the Teddy Bettencourt going over his 1,000 points. So here's Salem with the ball. Back deep is Zarowski. Zagorowski with the ball. Lopez clear this time, and that's not a three-pointer. That's the first, that's a two-pointer. Wow, it looked like the coach for Salem called that one. White's ball, Salem out of bounds. Lopez will take it out. Simeone guarding Lopez. Peabody back to his own defense. So the turnover will go to Peabody. Rick Sweeney will bring the ball in. Peabody has to make sure of a couple of baskets here now to get back into the ball game. Unknown to McAfee. McAfee to Jose Silva for 2 points. Pretty close to a three-pointer. Waterman back to Lopez. Here's a 3-on-1, but Peabody gets back quickly. Penn with the ball, deep. Just about at center court. Here's Penn with the shot. Up and in, right from the foul line. Nice play by Salem. 32-19, Salem leads. Sweeney to Bettencourt. Bettencourt to Rick Sweeney. Jose Silva. Salem also with a good zone defense. Peabody having a hard time trying to penetrate in deep. Jose Silva under the Simeone, blocked. Here's Ricky, and he misses. And Jose Silva. And beautiful blocks by the Salem defense. And Jose Lopez on another three-pointer. He must have about 6 three-pointers. Bettencourt coming up short. It's a tough night for some of these Peabody shooters to come up a little bit short on their shots. There's Penn. And the foul will be on Jose Silva. That was way after the shot as he came into him. Tyson Whittier comes into the ball game for Salem. Waterman comes out. And the first shot is missed. Parada, Andres Parada comes into the ball game. And Lopez comes out of the ball game. Here's Penn on the foul shot. And he makes it good. Salem playing 4 men back. No one at the foul line. He makes it good. 37-19. Peabody trails. McAfee up and in. Oh, intercepted by Jose Silva. And that ball is intercepted by number 21, Whittier for Salem. Penn with the ball. Zarowski in deep. Back to Penn. Penn for a three-pointer off the top of the rim. McAfee with the rebound. Teddy Bettencourt. And there's a hold on Jose Silva.
Foul number 33 under 12.
We're out of the foul on Salem. He comes out of the ball game. Lopez comes back in. Waterman back in the ball game for Salem. Minute and 43 seconds left in the first half. Jose Silva at the foul line. First one is up and in. Salem with a big lead. And it'll be Peabody's ball out as Zarowski hit it out of bounds off of Bettencourt. Peabody takes a timeout. And the Salem coach arguing a little bit that he dropped the ball there and no one came over to toss it in. So with a minute and 39 seconds in the ball game, Peabody has the ball. They trail 37-22. So Jan keeping the stats for us also. Salem has 6 3-pointers, 7 3-pointers. 21 of their 37 points are on 3-pointers. McAfee with a 2 underneath. And the ball was blocked by McAfee. Waterman all over them. The foul will be on Waterman. No, the foul on Peabody. Simeone, Mike Simeone, number 40. And Rick Sweeney. I think that's the first 3-pointer that Lopez has missed. Simeone with the 2 points. So it'll be Sailor's ball out of bounds. Zagarowski driving for the basket, up and in. Zagarowski can also drive to the basket and shoot from the outside. He's a great shooter. Second string quarterback for the Salem High School football team. Rick Sweeney driving to the basket and has it taken away by Waterman. And Waterman has it taken away and is the rebound by number 21 of Salem, Whittier. 11 seconds left. it's about time they call that one on Waterman going over the back. He did the same thing on the last foul to Simeone, and he didn't get called for it. He's always going over the top, and that's what he got called for this time. So, that's his third foul. McAfee at the foul line. And he misses the first one, and that's it, a 1-on-1. So at the end of the first half, the score is Salem 39, Peabody 26. Lewis Osmo, Jansen, Osmo, Effie Arquettes, Nick Spillier, Don Murphy. We'll be right back after these brief messages. Bettencourt and Steve McAfee puts the ball in. The first chance we get, we'll give you the first half stats. Here's Teddy Bettencourt. Mike Simeone. Up and in. The foul on Rick Sweeney, and looks like the official was waiting for Rick Sweeney to commit that. That's his first foul. Second foul for Rick Sweeney. And intercepted by Rick Sweeney, and well, I think that the officials got it up against Rick Sweeney. His foot was up in the air still. Salem taking the ball in out of bounds. So it'll be Peabody ball. He stepped over the line, getting the ball in. That evens it up. That's all that done. So Peabody trying to get back in the ball game. Scored the first 4 points of the second half. 39-30. Salem leads. McAfee back to Teddy Bettencourt. McAfee trying to get up and in. And it's off McAfee's hand. Simeone scores. Zagarowski scores for Salem. 41-32. Peabody trailing by 9. Rick Sweeney to Simeone, and he misses underneath. Mike Simeone starting the second half. Waterman out deep. Penn into Waterman. Waterman, a drive, up and in. And Peabody forcing the ball underneath to McAfee, and it's intercepted by Salem. 43-32. It's a block on Jose Silva. That would be a second foul.
Foul on Jose Silva. In the down number 21, Tyson Wood.
Witten comes in. And Jamie Galaris is out. Jose Silva guarding Penn. Penn with the ball to Lopez. Lopez. In and out. And the tip in by Frank Waterman. 45-32. Peabody trails. And the ball way out to McAfee. McAfee. Rick Sweeney. Sweeney to Bettencourt. Bettencourt. Back to Sweeney. And underneath to Simeone. He's going to be fouled by number 24, Tyson Whittier. So Mike Simeone will go to the line for one. 45-34. 12 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. And the ball shot, and Teddy Bettencourt comes up with the rebound. And Rick Sweeney underneath the Simeone to off of McAfee.
The winning number for the 50-50 raffle is 340-975. Once again, 340-975. Foul on number 13, Juan Lopez.
That's Lopez's second foul. Peabody takes the ball in. Sweeney to Bettencourt. Bettencourt a three-pointer off the back of the rim. Rick Sweeney puts it up and in. 45-36. Peabody trailing by 9 once again. And it's going to be off number 10. A nice play by Steve McAfee. Jamie Galaris back in the ball game for Salem. McAfee to Jose Silva. Rick Sweeney. McAfee. And the ball is tipped away by Galaris. Galaris to Lopez. Waterman.
Foul number 22, Steve McAfee.
Steve McAfee on the foul. Waterman will go back on the line for 2 shots. Salem still holding on to that 9-point lead. Peabody had a couple of chances to cut it down, and there's Waterman making it 10. Frank Waterman, a former Peabody resident, now playing for Salem High School. It's in and out, and Simeone comes out with the rebound. And Jose Silva is going to be called for the travel. Teddy Bettencourt held the 6 points in the first half and hasn't scored yet in the second. And that's a walk on jump ball, he's calling it. So it'll be Salem's ball on the turnover. Keith Mello coming into the ball game. And Jose Silva getting a break. Waterman up and in.
Frank Waterman.
Teddy Bettencourt, and he's going to be fouled.
Foul on number 20, William Penn.
James Penn, the foul. Teddy Bettencourt going to the line. First shot is up and in. A good shot of Teddy Bettencourt. Second shot is up and in. 48-38. 10 points. Salem lead. Waterman going in for the layup, and he's going to be fouled by McAfee, and McAfee had to do it.
Foul on number 22, Steve McAfee. At the line for Salem, number 44, Frank Waterman.
And the first one is up and in. So there's a timeout. Peabody takes the timeout. Game being brought to you by Cablevision Peabody Linfield, along with the hookup of Warner Cable. FER Geddes, our director. Nick Spiliotis on camera. Don Murphy on camera. And with the cooperation of Warner of Salem. There's a sign of Ted 1,000 points, and he went over that with his 6 points so far tonight. He has 8 points tonight. And the second shot is missed by Waterman. 49-38. Salem by 11 points. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in the ball game. Way over to... And finally put in by Simeone. And it's going to be intercepted by Teddy Bettencourt. Up and in. So now it's a 7-point ball game real quick. And a 3-pointer by Lopez missed. Bettencourt with the rebound. Rick Sweeney, a 3-pointer off the top of the rim, and Waterman comes down with a big rebound. Penn with the ball. And it's going to be off of Zagorowski, and Peabody has the ball.
Number 21, Tyson Whitney.
Jamie Calaris comes out of the ball game. Whitner goes in. Rick Sweeney gets a rest, and Brian Mendonca comes into the ball game. Here's Zagorowski. And he misses the layup. Here's Teddy Bettencourt up and in. It's a 5-point game now. Peabody making a run for it. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left. There's a big difference in the second half that Salem hasn't been getting the 3-pointers. Zagorowski. And there's a 3-pointer. And it's up and good. I guess I jinxed him. I shouldn't have said anything. Lopez on the 3-pointer. And McAfee had the ball knocked right out of his hands. Ten-point lead once again. Salem quickly comes back. Off the rim, Mello with the ball. Teddy Bettencourt. And he's going to get fouled. Seven minutes and 10 seconds left. The foul on Zagorowski. And Peabody takes another timeout. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Bettencourt be going on the foul line for 2 shots. Peabody trails by 10 points, 54-44. They closed the gap to 5 points, but weren't able to hold Salem back. Jan, is there anyone in foul trouble for either team?
Waterman has 3 fouls. That's about it.
Okay, Waterman has 3 fouls for Salem, and everybody else either has 1 or 2 for both teams. Jonathan Gerson's in the ball game for PB, number 30. And off the front of the rim. And the second one is good. And it's good. Galaris back to Penn. Penn brings the ball back, almost a half court. Salem in not too much of a hurry to shoot the ball. They got a big lead with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. And Salem's taking a timeout. Game being brought to you by Cablevision, Peabody Linfield, with cooperation of Warner Cable of Salem. Lucis Osmo, Jancis Osmo. Effie Arguedas, our director. Nick Spiliotis and Don Murphy. Well, Jan, what do you think's going to happen? Peabody tried and closed the gap. They were 5 points, closest they've been in the ball game in a long time. Because Salem rattled off the first 12 points.
Well, Peabody needs to get some of those 3-point shots, and they need to capsize underneath the basket. Collect the foul and get the two points at the same time.
Zagorowski driving for the basket, up and in. He does everything. Rick Sweeney to Bettencourt. Bettencourt back to Sweeney. Jose Silva into McAfee. And the foul will be on Galaris. That's his first foul. Rick Sweeney will bring the ball in. McAfee off the rim, and Salem comes down with the rebound. Penn with the ball. A three-pointer by Penn, and off the front of the rim. And it will be Blues ball, Peabody's ball out of bounds. And Bettencourt with a three-pointer in and out. He has a tough night. And the basket's going to count. Mike Simeone with the basket. The foul on Galaris. Whitting comes back in and Galaris sits down. Simeone makes it good. 56-49. 7-point game. Waterman.
Foul on number 23, Rick Sweeney.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Neither does Coach Peavy, and neither does Rick Sweeney. So Frank Waterman will go in the line for 2 shots. 5 minutes and 2 seconds left, and he misses the first. Second one is up and in. Teddy Bettencourt driving to the basket. He's fouled by Penn.
Foul on number 20, Junior Penn. At the line for 2 shots to the 12.
Teddy Bettencourt once again at the foul line. First one is in, and he finally got a roll. Second one is up and in. 51-57, 6-point game. 4:44 left in the game. Penn, the ball handler for Salem. being real deliberate, trying to find the open man. And off the rim, and McAfee comes up with a rebound. It would look like a sure 2 points for Salem on the drive by Waterman. Teddy Bettencourt. And it'll be Peabody's ball. As you can see what happened, Frank right. There's no reason to try and tackle McAfee down. No. The Salem coach out in the middle of the court. Both coaches, they each have an official. We didn't get all the fouls. I think they each one had a technical foul. I think Salem had a technical foul and Peabody had a technical foul. Then here's a technical foul. Lopez is going to shoot the technical for Salem. And he misses the technical. And he gets another shot. And he makes it. Teddy Bettencourt will now go on the line for Peabody. And Teddy missed the shot. And he gets the second. And I think this is a big pile. I think Peabody should get the ball. They do. So 58-52, 6-point game. Rick Sweeney to Jose Silva. Teddy Bettencourt. Teddy Bettencourt for three, and it's good. 55-58, Salem by three. Peabody's come back a long, long way. They were 19 points down at one time. Penn with the ball. Almost a backcourt violation. Three minutes and 10 seconds left. Waterman with an easy dunk. Frank Waterman. 60-55. In and out. Simeone gets the rebound. Teddy Bettencourt. And it'll be Salem's ball. So Peabody calls a timeout. Salem 60, Peabody 55. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. And Salem will have the ball. I believe Peabody's out of timeout. Well, with no 30-second clock in high school boys, Salem can take its time and work the ball in and just hold on to that ball. Peabody with a full court press. And that's Waterman over the back once again. And they didn't start calling that until after the second half.
Salem foul on number 44, Frank Waterman.
That's his fourth foul. Instead of taking some time off the clock, only about 5 seconds went off in that whole play. And Rick Sweeney will be at the line.
At the line for Peabody, number 23, for 2.
So there'll be a foul line violation.
Foul on Peabody.
Number 40, the Simeone with the foul. Salem will get the ball. It'll be a 1-on-1. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. Salem by 5. And he misses the first one, and Peabody gets the ball. I don't understand that play at all. No Salem defenders were at the foul line. And they finally call a foul on Salem.
Foul on 21, Tyson Wood. Salem, number 42.
Tyson Whittier, number 21, on the foul, and he'll come out of the ball game and Calaveras in. Jose Silva on the line. First one is good. And the second one is good. 3-point ball game. And Jose Silva will be called on the foul.
Number 20, Jose Silva.
Salem, once again, will do the same thing. No one on the foul line. They're playing deep. All their 4 players are back deep. The one at the foul shooting. Zagorowski misses. And Teddy Bettencourt gets the ball. And that was a loose ball. And I still say that if Salem had some players at the line, they might have had a crack at it. Teddy Bettencourt for 3. And Salem comes down with the rebound. That was a big 3-pointer. And Jose Silva will once again be called for the foul. That's too bad. That went off the back of the rim. And And here comes the best shooter on the team for Lopez for Salem. And he makes the first one. And that could be put the ball game out of reach if he gets this one. And he gets it. A minute left in the ball game. Teddy Bettencourt for 3 and he hits. 2-point ball game. And Teddy Bettencourt, 45 seconds left in the game, and a smart foul by Bettencourt. And Zagorowski will be at the line for Salem. 62-60. It's too bad Peabody was so cold in the first half. They've come back a long way. 19-point deficit. Here's the first shot, and it's up and in. Well, if he misses this one, all we need is a 3-pointer. Here's the shot. It's up, and it's in. 4-point lead for Salem. Rick Sweeney. And the foul will be on Jose Silva. That's 5 fouls on Jose Silva. Played a whale of a ball game. Mello will check in.
At the line for Salem, Jamie Galaris.
Jamie Galaris at the line for Salem. And the first one is up and in. It's up and in. Salem takes a timeout. So with 37 seconds left in the ball game, Peabody trails by 6 points. Peabody coming into this game with a 4-0 record. Bettencourt will take the ball in to Rick Sweeney. And he hits. 4-point ball game, and all by himself, Frank Water. And Teddy Bettencourt got back pretty quick to hit for Rick Waterman and make sure he didn't get the shot off.
Foul on number 12, Ted Bettencourt. At the line for Salem, number 44, Frank Waterman.
And the first shot is good. And he misses the second. 67-62, 5-point game. Bettencourt from outside, swish, 3. 65-62. And Peabody takes a timeout. 11 seconds left and Salem leads by 2. It's been a long way back, Jan.
It has. The second half here, Teddy Bettencourt has 22 points with 3 3-pointers. So all he needs is another 3-pointer and he can win this game. And it'd be great for him to come up with a win on a sort of a mixed day for him, a very special day of 1,000 points. And he's had some sadness in his family. So pulling for Peabody to come out on top, and Teddy's leading them.
Well, Peabody will have another crack at Salem at Peabody, and sometimes that's just what happened last year. Peabody got blown out here with Brunson in Salem, but Peabody beat Salem in Peabody. So they got one more shot at it. 11 seconds left in the game. Salem will have the ball. Peabody will probably foul right away. Take the chance, and maybe he'll miss one of the foul shots. And it's going to be Peabody ball. Oh, and they give the ball to Salem. He fell out of bounds with the ball. No way. Blue ball. Right, okay. So Peabody has 7 seconds to score. Salem's called a timeout. When Coach Peabody out of timeouts, that couldn't have been a better thing to happen.
Also, very exciting ending here to this high school basketball game with Peabody 65 and Salem 67. Peabody's playing a very heads-up game, very aggressive defense, and some of the calls haven't been the greatest, but they did win out on that last call, which gives them a shot at this game.
Okay, this has been a real quiet second half. I can't understand. Salem come out, got the first 12, 14 points with 3-pointers. They haven't shot any in the second half. And Teddy Bettencourt, I'm amazed, when you tell me he has 20 points in the second half. They've been 22 points, and they've been a quiet 22 points. And little by little, Peabody pecked away, and they have one shot. They have 7 seconds to take one shot.
If it's a 3-pointer, Peabody High's got the game.
That's our director, Effie, and maybe that's what we need, Effie, all right. I'll take a foul shot right now. And he got fouled. It almost went in, and that would have been it. He would have got fouled, and so Teddy Bettencourt can tie up the ball game. The foul's on number 21, I believe. Now let's see if Salem leaves all their 5 players back. Waterman out of the ball game. And that could be very important if Peabody ties it up and it goes into overtime. 2 seconds left on the clock. That ball hit the front of the rim, almost went in. Brian Mendonca into the ball game for Peabody. Salem calls another timeout. They're going to get Teddy Bettencourt a little bit upset. That's what they're trying to do. There's only 2 seconds left. He only has the 2 shots. And boy, whoever thought that at the end of the first half that this game would have come down to this? No matter what happens on these 2 shots, you can't say enough for the Peabody Tanners as they come back strong. That's been the story of the night for Teddy, really. The front of the rim that ball hit. Normally, that's an easy 2 points for him. So there's no doubt about it. The first shot is most important. And the most important foul shot in his life right up to now. This one is up and in. 1 point. Teddy needs this one. Here's the second shot. And it's in. Peabody ties the game with 2 seconds. And Peabody intercepts it, missed the ball. Oh, what a Teddy Bettencourt, the work of the court, and we're going into overtime. Peabody 67, Salem 67. Lucis Osmo, Jancis Osmo, FER Geddes. We'll be back with the wrap-up of the first, before the first overtime, as soon as Jan can get these figures together. What a ball game. No one ever expected this to happen. Peabody trailing at one time by 19 points. Salem coming up cold on their 3-pointers. Up on the scoreboard, they do have 3 minutes, and that's what the overtime will be, 3 minutes. And don't forget, Salem will be out without their center, Frank Waterman, who fouled out of the ball game. So people have Bettencourt, Mello, McAfee, Simeone, and number 23, Rick Sweeney. Lopez, Galavis, Whittier, Penn, and Zagorowski for Salem. And here's the tap, and McAfee wins the tap, and they're going to jump it over. Good call. And once again, the same place. And this time Salem gets the ball. Zagorowski with the ball. 3-minute overtime. Lopez way deep with the ball. Driving to the basket, and it's going to be kicked by McAfee on a good block. Salem will get the ball once again under the basket. Penn will take the ball in for Salem. And way out to Whittier, and Whittier hits. So Salem makes good on its first time and handles the ball. Rick Sweeney. Teddy Bettencourt. Mello to Bettencourt. McAfee. Back to Mello. Rick Sweeney. Underneath to Simeone. Simeone. The ball wouldn't drop. I wish we had a replay on that. It just hung up there, wouldn't drop in. But Simeone will go to the line for 2. Zagorowski, his 3rd foul. And there's our replay we asked for. Thank you, Warner. Every shot's important. 2 minutes and 1 second left in the game. Salem leading by 2. Simeone at the line. Here's the first shot. Up. And he gets the roll and it's in. And here's the second shot by Mike Simeone. And it's in. And it's a tie ball game once again. 69-69. Peabody and Salem. 2 minutes fly straight up to play. Penn with the ball, doing some ball handle for Salem. And there's a foul on Peabody. I believe it's on number 22.
At the line for Salem, number 22, Penn.
And the first shot is good. And now the penalty, 1-1. The second shot is out. And Peabody gets the rebound. Minute and 27 seconds left. Bettencourt, he's going to be fouled by Whittier. That'll be 4 fouls on Whittier. Whitten.
Foul on 21,
5 fouls on him. That's the second player that Salem has lost. So Salem coach has to go to his bench, number 14. Jamie Campbell, a senior for Salem, first time in the ball game. Rick Sweeney will go to the line for 2. Oh, Bettencourt going to the line, excuse me. And the first one is good. 70-70. Peabody can take a lead. First time in the ball game.
Bettencourt now has 31 points.
Eddie Bettencourt, slow start, 31 points. And the second one is good, and Peabody leads by 1. Zagorowski with the ball. And he really lost the ball, but there'll be a foul. Rick Sweeney, that's his 4th foul.
foul on number 23, Rick Sweeney.
And Deadeye Zagorowski will be at the line for Salem. A real good shooter. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Peabody leads by 1. And he gets the first one. 71-71. And he gets the second, and Salem leads by 1. 1 minute left in the game. Salem leading by 1. Mello, and he's going to be fouled, and the basket counts. Boy, he found him. Rick Sweeney found him under the basket all alone. So that's 4 fouls on Zagorowski. And Keith Mello will go on the line. Peabody leads by 1. The shot is up and it's in. Peabody leads by 2. 44 seconds left in the game. Lopez. Back to Zagorowski. Zagorowski covered by Rick Sweeney. Back to Lopez. Lopez takes a 3-pointer and he's going to be shot. And Bettencourt gets the ball with 20 seconds left. Teddy Bettencourt, 16 seconds, 15. Looks up at the clock. And he probably will end up being fouled, but no one can get to him. There's Rick Sweeney with the ball. Back to Bettencourt, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and he's finally fouled by Zagorowski with 3 seconds left on the clock. And Peabody's going to win it. Unbelievable. What do you think, Jan?
I don't know if you're excited or what's happening over here. All I hear is you yelling. But Teddy sure deserves to win this game. He's played a tremendous game with 32 points so far, and he's at the foul line again.
This is the upset of the year right now. Salem came in this game loaded. And I think they got a little bit too cocky. They had a 19-point lead. They had their first 7 shots with 3-pointers. They made them, and they never took another 3-pointer until the end of the game here. This will go in the record books as one of the greatest. What do you think, F?
I believe that. It's just an unbelievable game. 72-74. And right now, looking down at the stadium here in Salem High School, you can see a lot of the fans giving up and going home.
Right, all the Salem fans on this side have just about cleared up. A great night for Teddy Bettencourt, who started off about as cold as we've ever seen him. I guess the Salem fans were always saying, how did he ever get 1,000 points? But he showed them in the second half how he got it. Rick Sweeney, Mike Simeone coming in off the bench. Keith Mello coming in off the bench. Jose Silva. And a forgotten man, Steve McAfee, who had a tough assignment in covering Waterman tonight. And he won that one. Waterman might have got more points, but with 3 seconds left, here's Teddy Bettencourt going to the line, and Salem once again takes a timeout. I'll still never understand the strategy of the Salem coach by leaving all his men in the defensive zone and not under the basket on those free shots when Peabody was taking those free shots. Good shot of the Peabody bench, Coach Ken Peavy. And I think this is one of the secrets that Peavy has, that the last game that we saw and the last game that we did, the bench come back and won a foul, as they got an early foul trouble. So if Teddy Bettencourt gets one of these shots, Salem will have 3 seconds to get a 3-pointer. And the first one is up and in. And the second one is good. And a 4-point lead And Salem takes a three-pointer, and the game is over. Peabody 76, Salem 72. The upset of the year up to this point in time. And the Peabody fans and the cheerleaders go crazy. And Peabody in the first half, not trailing by 19 points, was getting blown out of the ball game. And they finally come back, and a long way back, and they made it, winning by 4 games. Quickly, we'll try and give you a wrap-up. We have a feed from Warner. We don't know if when they're going to shut us down, but we'll keep working at it. Lou Sosmo, Jan Sosmo, FER Geddes, Nick Spiliotis. And Jan, do you have anything you can tell us on the totals, at least the Peabody one?
Well, for Peabody, Teddy Bettencourt played a tremendous game with a total point of 34 points in the game. 8 points total for McAfee, 2 for Mello, who just came into the ball game in the last seconds, 7 for Jose Silva, who fouled out, 14 for Mike Simeone, 9 for Rick Sweeney, and Peabody wins with 76 points over Salem, 72 in overtime. For Salem, Frank Waterman with 20, who fouled out of the game, Zebin Zagorowski with 16, Jamie Galaris with 2, 23 for Lopez, Tyson Witten with 4, and 7 for Pinn for a total of 72 points in overtime. So Peabody Tanners come on top, 76 to Salem 72. Excellent game, great playing.
Okay, thank you. We were going to try and get Coach Peavy and a couple of his players, but we don't know if we can get them in here yet. Bettencourt, Ted. Well, everyone, all the reporters have grabbed you so far, and we all said the same thing. A slow start, not only for you, but for the Peabody High School Tanners. 19 points down at one time in the ball game. Maybe a little bit of what happened after the halftime, particularly the coach's words to you guys in the locker room.
Yeah, the coach let us have it at halftime. You know, I was pressing a little bit. You know, I was kind of nervous. I had a lot of things like on my mind. 1,000-point. And, you know, we just came out. It's a credit to our team to come out like that. I mean, Salem outplayed us the first 20 minutes of the game, and we just hung with it, played hard. You know, it's a credit to our team, I think. We deserve it.
Anyway, the Salem team, the way they handled themselves, the first 6 shots they got were 3-pointers, and they all went in. And you fellas couldn't hit the top of the basket at all. But you came back strong and a real slow start. But this probably go down in the best game in the history that I can remember in a long time. How about you, Ted?
Well, yeah, like I have the utmost respect for Salem. I mean, they're a great team. Any team that come back, lose an All-American, come back, and I mean, they played great. They deserve a lot of credit. They're gonna be a team to reckon with. Yeah, this has been the best game I've ever been involved with. You know, I don't have words for it.
Well, we tried and grabbed the whole team on TV tonight, but they all ran in the locker room, and the reporters grabbed you. But one big thing happened that the whole team, once again, Coach Peavy found out that he does have a bench. Mike Simeone coming off, Mello coming off the bench, and a real good team.
Yeah, it was a total team effort. We deserve a lot of credit. Keith made that big shot. Mike Simeone played well again. You know, McAfee played well. It's team effort.
On Harold and McAfee had a tough hands full with the Waterman, and he handled him pretty good.
He did a great job. I can't say now. Without him, we'd be in trouble. He's a great player.
Ted, I know you want to go back in the locker room. Lots of luck the rest of the year. We'll certainly see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much.